With me today is Theo's or Squibble.
Hello.
And we have two very special guests today with James FC Lauerman, also known as Mafia.
FC Nair.
FC Nair.
Chilling behind my couch.
Yeah, and the leader of the HTC himself, Mr. BVB.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Hello.
So this is our first cast right after the hypest tournament I've seen in my life. How was that Genesis? So, yeah, you were there in person. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it was spectacular. For those who don't know, this is my third Genesis, or it ended up being the third of three that I went to. I've been going since I was 13, and somehow it managed to compete with all the expectation I have from just having total fantasies about Smash. It was ridiculous. Especially the third Mango Armada Grand Finals. That was amazing.
Oh man, I was about to go.
Yeah,
I was literally about to book. I was about to book a last-minute flight, and I backed out. But
all of us here, except for Moff, are huge busters. We missed out.
Yeah, seriously.
But shout outs to Mango for finally not getting wrecked in round of 16. So that was
exactly
really good. He saved Genesis, right? He made it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I cried.
I
had 4 tears and I cried. It's awesome.
I was excited for Hungry Box to win, so I could go to sleep, and then he just misses that. Does that?
Yeah, that was. Oh my God, you could hear the audience. I'm sure you were screaming your lungs out in the crowd there, James. That was something else.
You know me. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm fun to be around at nationals.
Yeah,
sometimes.
So
depends on what you're into, but I try to get those. I make my favorite well known.
Yes,
Smash is all about favorites, right?
Speaking of favorites, from our couch, we were actually watching this together, Squibble and I, and we were watching the doubles. The entire doubles run live.
Oh my God!
I have never shouted that hard in my life. I was freaking out when Slox and Swedish took it to HBox and Axe. The probably people consider them the favorites going in, right? The doubles.
Are you kidding me?
They were
for sure. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, debatably, he's pretty easily a shoe for top 10 in the world. And Hungry Box, teaming with top players, it's been a success every time.
Oh yeah.
So statistically, it's almost an impossible team to beat. But Axe really. So if I can talk about that match quick, do we have time for that?
Please, yes, go ahead.
Okay, so Axe was really the weak link. What I saw happening was Hungry Box tried to play the M2K role of being full screen for the most part, and then dictating the macro, if you know what I'm saying. But what happened a lot was he would just overshoot the neutral air, Axe that is, and then end up between Slox and Swedish. And both Slox and Swedish did a good job on pointing against Hungry Box. But whenever Axe came between the two of them, it was a body bag. He took tons of damage, and that's usually how they lost the lead. Swedish played out of his mind. Slox played extremely good support Slox. What I really noticed about his Genesis play was his use of roll. Those are my notes. But it was a delightful match.
The thing I noticed was that Slox seemed un-edge guardable against two of the most fearsome edge guarders in the world, right?
Especially Axe, right?
Yeah.
It might have something to do with the fact that it's doubles and there's just less time. I know they're really good players, but it's in doubles you just don't edge guarding players is a lot harder.
It really is.
Yeah,
because
it takes a lot of focus to edge guard, especially somebody as good as Swedish and Slox.
Yeah, more than it's worth, you could say, right?
Yeah. I mean, me and Mafia have played a lot of tournament sets in grand finals against Slox.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a savage.
Yeah, we've won before and lost. We beat him in class in Connecticut, but we definitely lost. We lost both MGPs.
It was game 10.
Yeah, no, it was game 10. Anyways, we know Slox is a beast. I really wanted to team with him. Me and Swift didn't do that well. But I'm very happy he went and did all that because that's a huge win.
That's so awesome.
I will say.
1 second. We're getting a little bit of feedback.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm probably speaking too loud.
So real quick.
Who does Slox represent? Tri-State?
All right, we're getting 1 second, guys.
Yes.
Hold the phone, guys.
Okay. Do me and BVB something?
Yeah, one of you has to mute your microphone because you were reading from both of you, or someone
Okay,
has the stream open is more likely.
No.
Oh, there we go.
Uh,
Yeah, we fixed it.
Oh,
Okay, sorry about that.
Is it your
Anyway,
fault?
Yeah,
so what I
that
do
was
want to say
mine.
is,
it was definitely Howard.
Oh my goodness, I look like this. Okay. Anyways, yeah.
well, so about Sox and Swedish, right? I feel that because he was doing it with Swedish, and Sox is kind of like a marriage of New England and Tri-State. I feel like it was a lot more for Tri-State. In fact, I really credit that win more Tri-State than I did to New England. I understand that we're happy for Sox, but at the end of the day, I don't think he's as invested in the scene as, myself in particular, or maybe Zosa, right? A lot of other players seem to have more concern for New England, and I feel like Sox isn't invested in the scene the same way, and is also more invested in his identity as both a New England player and a Tri-State player.
Well, I think Slox wants to get better no matter what it takes, right? Like that's his
Exactly.
That is
I
his
don't think
identity. And I think
Exactly.
that's what our region needs, right? Like more so than anything else, we can talk about all that. What we need is people to get good, right? That's all we want.
It's
Yeah,
on its way, dude.
Yeah,
Like-
he really is.
You could even say that's why he doesn't play at our tournaments as much, right? Because the New York tournaments are such better practice.
Yeah, he gets to play against a much better top 8 than he does at New Game Plus. A much more competitive top 8.
But at the same time, he totally shouted us out, and he said he couldn't have done it without the experience he got from both areas. So, yeah.
Yeah.